Okay, so a little bit about the keyword process. I'm going to be giving you 1,000-foot bird's eye view. Basically, this is the process that I use, and it consists of the initial phase, which is the brainstorming phase, where I do my research and just try and gather as many keywords as I want, as I can. Sorry, I use all the tools at my disposal, and I just like sort of start collecting all the keywords and just collecting them and putting them in a file, whether it's an Excel spreadsheet or it's a notepad file. I just go berserk, and that step is very important because you can find a lot of keywords that you wouldn't find if you didn't sort of go in a like a carpet bombing method, to use the analogy. Okay, and then once you have all the keywords collected, you need to start grouping them. You start grouping them into similar keywords that you could that are sort of related semantically, and that you would probably use on the same page to rank. The same. You would use multiple times on the same single page content that you want to rank. Okay, so once you have all the keywords grouped in their different groups based on their similar sounding, based on them being similar semantically, you want to start analyzing these groups. You want to start analyzing the keywords within these groups. Which keywords have the most potential, and you'll have data at your access to help you do that. Things like monthly search volume and competition levels, or even the all-in title competition, which is basically the the number of pages on the internet that have that keyword in the title tag. And I'll get into this when I do my walkthroughs. But you need to. I'm just sort of like laying out the process for you over here, just giving you 1,000-foot bird's eye view. Okay, and then the last step is, of course, to prioritize which groups you'll go after, and that's based entirely on your budget and your time constraint. And like I said before, I'll get into details when I actually do my look over the shoulder walkthroughs. I also want to point out that uh, before you do your keyword research process, before you get into it, you need to ask yourself, like, are you doing keyword research for an entire site which may have different keyword groups, or are you just doing keyword research for one specific keyword for ranking one page or a group of pages? As an example, like best drones would be a more generic, like a larger keyword research process project than if you were to go after a keyword like DJI Phantom. So like DJI Phantom would be very more niche specific and more drilled down than a keyword like best drones to buy, which would be like an entire site, because there would be many drones and there would be different. You'd have to do research on each of the drones, and then you'd have to do research on reviews, and then you'll have to do research on all the other keywords related to best drones, like top drones and like top drones in 2018 and things like that. So that's a larger project. So that's also important. Like, how specific is your keyword research going to be? How specific are your keywords? Are they a larger part of a larger website, or is it just for ranking one particular page or one particular section of the site?